Jesse, thanks for being back here on the Hill. Hunter Biden's exposure here is what?
First of all, Blake, I haven't seen you. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
His exposure is he's facing federal charges. And this is not a surprise. I don't think this was a surprise. When a deal breaks up, when a deal blows up, prosecutors are going to go forward with charges here. Now, these are significant charges in the sense that, the first two face 10 years in prison. The last one's 5 years. Even if he's convicted, I don't think he's going to get anywhere near that. I will tell you, I think it is a bit unusual that he is being charged this way, because typically somebody wouldn't face these standalone firearms charges. Usually somebody faces these charges as part of bigger crimes, as somebody who uses that weapon in some sort of act, or if they have.
So you're basically saying
weapons.
He's being charged because his last name is Biden.
Did I say that, Blake? I don't know if I said that. But look, it's a question that people are having, is it not? It's a fair question.
So here's Abby Lowell. Here's Abby Lowell, Hunter Biden's attorney, quote, in a statement today, quote, "The evidence in this matter has not changed in the last 6 weeks, but the law has, and so has MAGA Republicans' improper and partisan interference in this process. Hunter Biden possessing an unloaded gun for 11 days was not a threat to public safety, but a prosecutor with all the power imaginable, bending to political pressure presents a grave threat to our justice system." Do you think he's got a case there?
That's a fair argument, and I'll get into the constitutional argument in a minute, but just saying if this went to trial, it's pretty straightforward. Even if you put aside the constitutional argument that he's mentioning, whether somebody who abuses drugs or has a drug addiction, should they not have a firearm? Do they not have a Second Amendment right? He still is accused of lying on the form and lying to the dealer. And that in and of itself could be a prosecution. That's relatively straightforward. But when he makes the point that this might be on politics and pressure on David Weiss to go after Hunter Biden, people are going to believe it.
So there's obviously the House of Representatives looking into Hunter Biden and President Biden, obviously the impeachment inquiry, so on down the line you could go. But now that there's a federal indictment against Hunter Biden, is, in a way, could that potentially be bad news for Republicans because now there's sort of a legal shield that they're working against, or does it not work that way?
Not really. I mean, I kind of agree with Mick when he said there's a separation here. When you talk about impeachment, it's more of a political process than a legal process. What is a high crime and misdemeanor? What is bribery? They're basically looking at any connection between President Joe Biden and his son's business dealings. The firearm charge, I think it's a separate issue. I don't think it's going to impact the idea of this impeachment inquiry. It just muddies the water. It makes it look worse for Joe Biden and from an optics point of view.
Hey, Jesse, I got to run. But then there's also the tax issues. Is that a bigger deal potentially for Hunter Biden?
So we're going to expect to see him charged in California, Washington, D.C. on those tax charges. That's going to be a separate case. It was originally part of one big deal, but it's going to be separate. It's another significant case, and we'll see where it goes.
Yep. All right, Jesse Weber, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you, Blake. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.